Hello, DT. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Wow, you're early. OK 啦，出来玩的，迟早是要还的，对不对 ？So a little bit of pullback. Let's take it in our stride. So let's wait for more people to join us before we start tonight's discussion. Okay, so I'll just fiddle around with my charts and then we will start soon. Not bad. STI finished a hammer, not bad. So it's all not finished. Okay, it's not Marikita yet. There's still room to run. Hello. Okay, 70 of you live with me right now. Also over at YouTube live. Let me see how many people over at YouTube. Okay, so later I will ask you for stocks to analyze together and look for lobang together. Then you can post the stocks that you think has got potential. Then we can study together. Okay, so meanwhile, we'll wait for more people to join in. We will not start until we hit 100. Now it's 91, so it will be very fast. It's 97. One more. Right, Liu? No. I have no flu. I have no flu. Don't worry. Okay, I'm COVID-free. I did a swab test 2 months ago. COVID-free. I also collected my token. Okay, 112. Good evening, everybody. Okay, so what we're going to do tonight, stocks. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at the market strength index. Now we are dipping down, so a lot of stocks start to fall off into, I wouldn't say develop into a downtrend, but it is threatening to trade lower. Okay, so the worst case scenario here, we have been there before, done that before over the whole year, okay, which is my blue line over here. So there are some room to fall if it falls. Okay, now remember what causes this pullback. Okay, this is caused by the new strain in UK. We call it the UK virus from now on. Okay, so the market was paying attention to this UK strain, which was yesterday. But today you can see all the European market, US market are all up and running, all green, positive. It is very silly, the headline yesterday was European stocks are lower because of concerns over new coronavirus strain. Then today's headline, European stocks are higher despite concerns over new coronavirus strain. You see, they ran out of title. Now the market has to come down because we have been into a wonderful bull trend for quite some time, right? So therefore, it is normal for the market to consolidate or pull back. So what it is doing right now has already happened. Okay, so what we want to do is to sapu stocks at the support or near the low as much as possible and observe for signs that the stocks has turned bearish or not. If it has turned bearish, get the hell out. If you have got good profit, lock in your profit, protect your profit. Okay, don't go and risk the profit in case really this new variant is what the market is paying attention to and start to sell off as fierce as much, then your profitable position like the PropNex lah, Union Gas, Sembcorp Industry, all these 辛辛苦苦 make the profitable position later 炒大这样就不好了，係咪？ Okay, so this is SDI. So together we're going to look at the stocks. Those stocks that you mentioned, we see whether is it still bullish or bearish tonight. Okay, so let's go. The first stock that I saw just now was AEM, right? So let's take a look at AEM. Now AEM is a 13-cent stock. Of course, this one is the KL one. It is the second one. The AEM is the second one. Now, AEM has a piece of bad news. Those of you who are not in the know, Intel earlier this year has received a shocking news that Apple are not going to use their chips anymore. They are going to build their own chips for their processors, okay, for their own devices. So Microsoft said the same thing on last Friday, okay, and that pressured Intel. Now, Intel is a major customer of AEM, That is why no wonder this Intel, no matter how, right, unable to trade higher, despite we have got high P and Frencken, all these trading higher into a very beautiful uptrend since October, November. So this AEM definitely underperformed, and now I think we know why lah. The Intel curse is there. So what we need is AEM to announce they have got a new customer, or they are going to diversify their earnings into more customer instead of depending on one major customer like Intel. And by the way, the processor that is used by this Microsoft, okay, from Intel, I think it is a very low percentage of Intel's revenue. So the selling, I feel, is overdone over at Intel, okay, and therefore the fear over here at AEM may be unfounded, right? But who am I to judge that it is unfounded? We need to let the market decide. Okay, so right now what happened here is there was a gap down. Let me draw this away. There was a gap down, okay? And today we are trading right at this last minor low, which is showing you a long lower tail here. That means some form of buying as a support has occurred. And this is a good sign for those of us who still have AEM. This is a good sign because there's some form of support, but it is never an automatic buy tomorrow. Never. Okay, what you want to observe is more evidence of buying. Now, when the buyers step back into the stock like this, okay, with high volume and full white candle body, then you know that the buyers are coming, and you need to see how it tests the selling. Now, this is what we call testing of selling, and you can see it failed miserably. Now, the selling comes with very high volume, and it couldn't hold the price up, and the price dipped lower. So this is what I call the test of selling has failed. If it is successful, it will hold the price and then trend higher. So that is what I mean. Let's take a look at the weekly chart, and let me turn on the fundamentals as well for, this is high P. Let me go to AEM. Okay, AEM, make sure you change to AEM. Now you can see the sector, the industry, and this is the earnings of AEM. Very solid, very solid. So therefore, it depends on what further news and also how's the trading action over at Intel tonight. Okay, if it holds firm and there is some news or some analysts covering Intel saying that, hey, this Microsoft is not a big, it's not a big customer of Intel, then probably it will recover and nothing bad will happen. Also, AEM will have to depend on Intel. Now, this platform that you're looking, okay, tonight I'm using all the tools at my disposal, okay, from Chart Nexus to do this analysis together with you. So you will see I am interchangeably using the different platform that I have. Like this is ESP Master for FA, Fundamental Analysis Information, Health Checks, okay, and then if time permits, I may do some price projection. Okay, so this is for that purpose, and this is my usual screener, okay, for trading ideas and also to check the earnings for the company. Now, for me to buy a stock, I am quite stringent. That means I want to buy only a stock with a reason for the share price to go up. There are many ways. Number one, contract win. Number two, profitable companies. Okay, number three, it is a sector in play. So this on the right hand side allows me to check the fundamentals and also a quick glance at the earnings. So far you can see AEM is positive. So it is a stock that I am watching and also trading. Okay, but because of the Intel news, it has gonna this Gong Tao, unable to trade higher. All right, so we 拭目以待, continue to observe AEM. Next stock, okay, next stock. Mattex is good. Okay, Mattex, I also don't want to participate nowadays. Why? Because it has always encountered selling. Okay, it has always encountered selling. And even for today, I was staring at it as the price goes higher. I was hesitant whether to buy or not to buy. I hang up, boy. If buy, the close lower again. So this is the trickiness of this COVID-19 plays. The vaccine is out. Okay, their spectacular earnings may have peaked. Okay, may have peaked. That means the market is factoring a more moderate kind of earnings. Therefore, you can see the share price of all these COVID-19 play like Mattex, like Riverstone, UG Healthcare, Top Glove are all not trending higher despite reporting very good earnings. Okay, chart wise, you can see that there are buyers coming into Mattex. Now, if you compare Riverstone, by the way, Riverstone, Top Glove, the shareholders, the substantial shareholders are buying the share as the share price comes lower. Okay, so that speaks confident about the business. But we are trading. We are not going to hold the stock long term. If hold the stock long term, what a scary one. Right, so if you are doing short-term trading, then that kind of buying should not influence you too much, although it's a positive thing. And if you take a look at Mattex chart, okay, it is indeed showing that there are buyers coming in. You can see volume spike, and then the long white candle. Okay, you can see it very clearly over here. Okay, but I question the catalyst, whether can it still trend up like in the past, in June, July period. Okay, so therefore, I still have got no confidence to place trade on Mattex yet, okay, because it always pull back. So therefore, I will still continue to monitor. And if you flip to the weekly chart, now this is how we do it. We have got different time frame, weekly chart, daily chart. If you need intraday, okay, come to this CG Plus. This platform is called CG Plus from UOB Kay Hian, powered by Charts Nexus. The alerts on the left this is a special edition only for my members. Okay, so you can see we have got intraday time frame as well as alerts, and we can manage our alerts, set them up. Okay, as they trigger, it will appear on my left hand side, and then during the trading day, just take a look at the signal. Also, this is just an introduction to you on this tool. Okay, so that when I interchange the tool, you won't get lost. Like, hey, how come I'm suddenly using a UOB Kay Hian website? So that is where I get my real-time alerts from, right? So all my rules has been already preset into, okay, these are all the rules preset into the platform itself. So every day market hours, just wait for it to trigger. Right, so ESP Master, coming back to Mattex, okay, flipping to the weekly chart, you can see that we are still not out of the woods yet. This current 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks after this plunge is only showing you that the selling has stopped for 6 weeks. It doesn't mean that it can go and spring up right now. Okay, so what will give me the confidence to buy this stock is I want to see buyer coming in with higher volume and a longer white candle. That is the first clue to me that the buyers are coming back into the stock. Otherwise, if the weekly chart is just looking so-so, any bounce in the daily chart could end up, consolidating or pull back lower. Also, that is my view on Mattex. Yangzijiang. Okay, Yangzijiang. Yangzijiang, you want to see the Chinese yuan one or you want to see the SGD one? Yangzijiang. 开玩笑, of course, SGD one, right? Okay, Yangzijiang has always, not always, it has been winning contracts, okay, to build ships. Let me show it to you. Now, this is the SGX website, okay? So if you're a SGX investor or trader, you can come here just like going to the business time. So every day come here and take a look at what are the company news that has been announced, okay? So that you get the most updated information. So I'm coming to show you the Yangzijiang company announcement. You can see that it has yesterday has won a new orders for 6 vessels worth 162 million. Now, the thing about Yangzijiang, for those of you who are new to this stock, it is, sorry, let me clear my throat. It is one of the big company shipbuilders in the world that is able to build a LPG powered ships, okay, and that is a much more efficient vessel to run as compared to the old technology. Therefore, you can see a lot of ship builders, a lot of freight forwarders now starts to buy this kind of new transportation, okay, these sort of ships these sort of vessels, okay, to replace their old fleets. Okay, so therefore, Yangzijiang whole year, okay, if I don't remember wrongly, the order book is full until 2022. 2022, 1 point something billion worth of orders already. Now you may understand, hey, ask why then Yangzijiang price doesn't go up. I think it is because of the US dollar coming down. You can see that their contract is in US dollar. So if you, okay, for example, they win a order for 6 vessels, okay, so worth 162 million US dollar. Now just imagine if US dollar current rate continue to drop until 1.25, 1.26 versus Sing dollar. This 162 million contract will kill three, you understand? String. Therefore, it has an impact on its earnings. And that is why Yangzijiang is like Gana Gong Tao cannot go up despite having a lot of orders. Okay, so we just have to be patient and wait for it. Now, if you look at technically, is the chart bearish or not? We can see that it is coming down with very consistent volume. So on the daily chart, it looks likely it's going to be stuck in this big trend. Okay, not trend, in this big trading range. If you flip to the weekly chart, okay, now weekly chart paint a more bullish, okay, paints a more bullish picture versus the daily chart. Now daily chart, you can see you're quite sian. Every day come down, see sian, right? But you go to the weekly chart, things change. Okay, why it changed? There is a very significant event happening here where there's a MSCI rebalancing. Okay, subsequently, Yangzijiang trades back up with higher volume. That means buyer interested in this stock steps back in. Last week, okay, it pulled back with, I would still call this an average volume instead of low volume. Low volume will be like this. Okay, this average volume pullback. Now this week is a short week. So if Yangzijiang continue with a small little weekly candle that looks like this and a low volume, then I think Yangzijiang on the weekly chart is still promising. Okay, it's still promising. So we just need to wait for the buyers to step back into Yangzijiang. Oops. Sorry. To step back into Yangzijiang. Okay, hopefully this week remain low. Next week set up for a nice year-end rally. That is the best case scenario for Yangzijiang at the moment. All right, so after going through 2 stocks, I need to set some ground rules for tonight. Okay, it will be like a game. Okay, it will be like a game. So who and what kind of analysis, what kind of stocks will I start to analyze for you tonight so we can study together? Is your name must have a sharer. Can you see? Like Teo have a sharer, or you must be a top fan. Or if I recognize your nick as one of my members, then I will analyze your stock. So those of you who do not have these 2 ranking, okay, you know what to do? Help me share the video out. Okay, share the video out to more people. Okay, it will be quite fun if you can share this thing to I don't want. I was trying to say share this link to my Yuke that side. I don't want to. Later he come and gun me. So forget it. Okay, so just share to your trading groups, your trading friends, those of the people that you know are interested in trading and investment. So you can invite them to come in and join us. Okay, then your name will have a sharer, have a top fan, and I will look at the stocks that you are requesting. Okay, so the first one that I want to see will, of course, let me see, HPH Trust, right, by Theo. So let's take a look. Okay, HPH Trust, until today, although every week someone is asking, until today, I still haven't really looked into this stock yet. Okay, but let me do an analysis based on the technical side, technical chart, to show you that this chart actually buyers are still in control. Okay, you can see that there are very good volume going up, and then when they pull back and consolidate, the volume is lower than it's going up. Then it resumed the uptrend with higher volume and consolidate with lower volume. This is a good characteristic, volume characteristic of an uptrending stock. Okay, of an uptrending stock. So that is why, this week when the stocks pull back, right, what you must focus on is the volume. Is it pulling back with high volume? If it's pulling back with high volume, then you have to watch out. It could be a real sale. Okay, if it's pulling back with low volume still, then probably this is just a normal retracement after the recent surge. Okay, so that is how you look at it. You take a look at the weekly chart, you can see that long white candle, and the weekly chart showing you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 candles of small body after this long surge candle. This is consolidation. So there could be more upside to HPH Trust. Okay, more upside. So let me take a look at the fundamentals here. Okay, see, from the technical point of view, it is bullish. Okay, but I always like to check the fundamentals to make sure that this company, if I buy, okay, so it's Marine Port Services. Okay, I need to make sure that the earnings is good. Okay, you can see the earnings is positive. For a start, let me go to TTM. Trailing 12 months is more important. Okay, for a start, the last 2 quarters, it starts to be positive. Okay, but do note that for the most part of 2019, it was negative. Only the last 2 quarters, it is. Okay, last 2 half, okay, last 2 half. It's now reporting in 6 monthly interval. So last 2 half is positive. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so I don't have to do. I think this is the wrong chart. Whoa, HPH Trust. This is HPH Trust SGD. Sumimasen, sumimasen. No wonder it looks so different. Sumimasen. This is the one. Yeah, okay. The data, I do not have it for this stock. Okay, otherwise I can tell you more about the health check. So this stock, fundamental, I do not have the data with me. Relatively new stock, I don't have the data. So based on the chart wise, it is bouncing up with very nice volume. So look out for it. Maybe if the new strain of virus is put down, okay, that means the bad news is over. This stock should continue its uptrend. Okay, so let's see what is the next stock. Tonight is Singapore stock, yeah. Singapore stock, not the Malaysia stock. Bursa stock is tomorrow night. Okay, tomorrow night. Come back again tomorrow. ST Engineering by Louis Yap. ST Engineering by Louis Yap. So let's take a look. Daily chart first. Okay, daily chart now. Today, it was quite a pretty bad day. A lot of stocks sold down with quite a high volume. And for ST Engineering to be able to give you that long lower tail, it is a positive sign. Now, there is this selling over here. Okay, now this selling on this 30th of November, a lot of stocks has it, especially in tech stock. This is MSCI rebalancing. So do not read too much into it. What is more important is from this white candle onwards. From this white candle onwards, it's a mixed bag. It is stuck in this range. Okay. If you talk about market structure, there is uptrend, there is downtrend, and there is trending up, trending down. And there is this range bound. So this stock is now doing this range bound, and you can see it is supported at this 381. Okay, 381. Now take a look at the weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart is also so lah. Nothing, I would say nothing bearish, also nothing bullish at the moment. Okay, at the moment. So, but it is very close to the $4 range. Okay, very topish. ST Engineering, very topish. Unless the earnings can surprise on the upside, which of course we know during this COVID, a lot of aircrafts are not flying. So I do not foresee they have any strong catalyst for the stock price to push up. Okay, so I rather not participate above $4. I will wait for it to pull back lower. Those of us who already have, we just continue to ride ST Engineering. Okay, no, I'm not in a hurry to add more ST Engineering as of this stage. Okay, so let me see. Right, next stock. Wilmar, okay, by Suwandi. Wilmar. Okay, Wilmar, I was talking about it last night with my members. So what Wilmar is doing now is in a range. Okay, it is in a range between $4.48 to $4. Okay, $4.48 to $4. This is in a range. So, why? Okay, this range, this $4.48 is not drawn today. It was drawn last night. So I saw this consolidation zone. Okay, and then it failed here before it broke up and then retest, branch down and retest, and before it fall lower. So this to me, 448 is one key resistance, and 408 is the support. Now Wilmar is having this great earnings growth. Okay, reported recent quarters, great post. Okay, great post. No, great earnings growth. Okay, but the one thing to be careful about Wilmar is you are now buying at the upper range. It will be better if I can buy it at 408 of close to $4 there, about that range. If I draw this range, it is very obvious if I buy, I'll be buying at the upper range. So buying at the upper range is like a bit unwise in my opinion. Okay, now if I am interested in Wilmar, okay, anyway, today it finished a shooting star, so likely to come down. You see? Also, it's always inside this range. I also don't know why. Because it has this IPO in Hong Kong that was supposed to be the catalyst for the share price to rally, but it didn't happen. Oh, so weird. Okay, so this is Wilmar. If I would want to trade, okay, if it break out, if it comes down here, no problem lah. We all know it's time to buy here. But if it's break out, okay, if it break out, there is always a retest of this resistance turn support. So this will be the place to buy. Okay, this will be a good range to buy after it retests on lower volume successfully. Also, these are the only two places that I will buy. Otherwise, you ask me to buy breakout here, I do not have the confidence. You can see that it failed before. Oh, so that is for Wilmar. We go to the weekly chart. It's the same. Okay, it is inside this range. So not very optimistic that it can break this range successfully. Okay, Sembcorp Industry, good choice. Okay, Sembcorp Industry today, I logged in my profit finally after riding a trend. Up a hammer. Okay, a lot of stock have this hammer, hammer. Okay, but because it has already touched my protective stop. Okay, what is called protective stop? It means I bought this stock and then it goes on a marvelous uptrend. I do not want the profit to be eroded further. Or therefore, I set a protective stop so that when the price retrace further, like last night I was saying 1.7. So if 1.7 cracks, okay, and with decent volume, I'm out of the stock, lock in my profit for Sembawang Corp Industry. So right now, can we still buy Sembawang Corp Industry? I need to see this kind of chart back. Okay, this kind of chart back where when there's volume spike, it is a white candle and then it pulls back with low volume. Now, this is, okay, to my dear members here, right, tonight with me, this is the pattern that we know we are waiting for. So we need to wait for it. Okay, instead of trying to buy bottom, guess bottom. I saw quite a number of conversation in the community. They're saying that, hey, this stock is at the support. Can we buy now? I don't trade that way. I go for setup. Setup meaning that it must fulfill the search candle and lower volume pullback criteria. That to me is like playing blackjack. Okay, playing blackjack. Imagine playing blackjack. If you have got, if a dealer deal you a picture and a 6, okay, you only have a 16-point card. You know your chance of winning is low. Not say cannot win, but low. You need to pull the banker burst, right? Okay, but imagine if you have, okay, the dealer deal you 2 cards, and then you have got 2 pictures. Immediately, you know your chance of winning is higher. Do you get what I mean? So whenever I see this kind of chart, my confidence will be there to take the trade. If I do not see, I will not have the confidence to pull the trigger to trade this stock. Okay, because I know the buyers are not in control. So it is not a chart, okay, that is displaying the pattern that I know. Therefore, the conviction will be lesser and I'm not going to place an order so fast. I prefer to see long whites. No long whites, I really feel that it is 50-50. Okay, 50-50 tikam, then it is not called investment anymore. It's called gambling. Okay, so that explains my reason why I am still holding on to my money and locking in profits and waiting for the long whites to come. If you take a look at the weekly chart of Sembawang Corp Industry, you know that this week there is selling. It has stopped. Okay, so this week, if it continue to sell lower, we just hang on. Okay, just wait for the long whites to come back before we buy. If Sembawang Corp Industry wants to go up, right, it should be doing this. It pull back with lower volume, and then this is the week that we look to buy. So it is currently not forming what we know. So therefore, stand aside. Okay, it is very logical. Okay, very logical. So if you feel very messed up in the market this week, wow, sian, don't know what to do, don't know what happened, market keep coming down, can buy or not, scared, buy already, later drop how? You know, you have that kind of worries, or that means you do not have a trading strategy, a process, a trading process that that will dictate exactly how you're going to select the stock and select the chart to trade. Okay, for me, I have that plan. Therefore, I will always keep calm, have patience, wait for it to happen. Okay, after 15 years, if I still so 冲动 walao, confirm will lose money. Therefore, need to be patient. Don't see the chart, you understand, just hang on. The stock market is always there. And also remember, 2 months ago, I was talking to you. Okay, not 2 months ago, 1 month ago. Okay, I told you that before, in between the earnings months, right? Okay, let me show you from the calendar point of view. Wow, my chart today a little bit slow. Okay, there you go. Okay, so November is the earnings, and then December, January, February is the earnings. So between December and January, there will be a market low. So that is the low that we want to look up for the stocks, okay, to buy at a lower price. When the buyers starts to support the stock, we join them. Okay, you can use this indicator as a timing as well. Okay, like this. Okay, let's take a look at last year. Okay, last year, 2019, 2020. Can you see? End of January, there is a sell-off. That is where you can pick up the stock and buy in anticipation of those good earnings. And 2018 is also the same, guys. It's also the same. You can see that during November, December, and January, there will always be a low. But this time cross over to first week of February. Also, between December and January, so far, there is always a pullback. Okay, there is always a pullback. Can you see this? It happened in the Christmas week, just like what we are experiencing today. And after Christmas, most important is after Christmas, can you see? Go back up. All right, a lot of stocks starts to trend upwards. So that is what we could be looking at, for this week. This week it can come down, never mind. Okay, wait, let me go back to the, okay, this week it can come down, never mind. But after Christmas is over, next Monday, step back into the market. Maybe it will spark off a rally into January, and then the end of January selling may happen again. So that is the pattern that you need to keep in mind as we trade towards the Christmas week. Okay. So next stock, let's take a look. Sembcorp Industry. Genting Singapore, Lim Fei Fan. Okay, Genting Sing, I am a shareholder. Okay, I'm a shareholder. So what happened to Genting today is, okay, of course, high volume selling is never good. In fact, to me, it is starting to look bearish already. But because it is inside this consolidation zone, okay, this is what we call a support zone. Not consolidation zone. This is called a support zone. You can see a lot of candles, black and white candles trading within this zone. This zone will form a support. So when the price comes down, and it really comes down for 4 days, any contra player today would have already gotten out. Okay, would have already gotten out. So the T+3 should have already cleared the contra player. So tomorrow, okay, if the market recover, we may have a rally, and that could take Genting higher. Okay, so it is trading into the zone. Therefore, I don't think it is wise for me to get out of Genting, okay, at support. That is crazy. Also, right now, I will say it's trading into the support zone. So watch for the bounce. If the bounce come, and the volume of the bounce must be high. If it's low volume bounce, I will take this chance to get out of Genting and re-establish a position when it starts to go lower. Now, this is the weekly chart of Genting. You can see there is selling last week. Okay, there is selling last week, which is a bit disappointed. Okay, because it comes after this strong surge, this do-re-mi, after vaccine was found, do-re-mi with high volume, consolidate for 3 candles, which I like, and then last week breakout trade, but mana zai Friday close long upper tail. Oh, that is bearish. So this week, if it continue with low volume black candle and within these two lines, then everything is still fine. It is just normal consolidation. What I am afraid of is if break cleanly, like tonight down 500 points, pop, tomorrow come down, right? I will get the hell out of Genting first and then re-establish a position when the coast is clear again. Also, that is how I will look at Genting. Business-wise for Genting, okay, we all know Q2 confirmed down coronavirus, so all the casino, everything was shut down. But Q3 is different. Q3, it make money to the tune of 220 million from the casino, if I'm not wrong, and that is freaking impressive, okay, in one quarter. So it means so long there are people going to Genting RWS, okay. For this Genting Singapore, this listed entity, we are talking about the Dream Cruise and the casino. So casino, as from my sources, okay, it is very crowded. It is crowded because we cannot go overseas for holiday, so the government give us rediscovery, voucher for us to have domestic holidaying or staycation or that. So staycation for Genting is also pretty full. Dream Cruise is also quite popular. A lot of people go to cruise, and more importantly, is the casino. It is crowded. So crowded, Genting has a chance to 庄家通杀. Okay, so anybody go through the casino door, come out poorer. That is how we can expect Genting to report a better quarter coming February. Okay, now I need to make a very serious announcement. You cannot use your rediscover voucher to pay for the $150 casino levy to go into the casino, guys. You know that, right? Also, please don't try, okay? Please don't try, because I thought about this rediscovery, and then you think that it can use for the casino, then later cannot go in, you come and blame me. Also, I must tell you, you cannot use that for the casino entry, okay? Siao leh, tell your joke, you never laugh one. Frencken, okay, next stop, Frencken. Okay, Frencken yesterday, last evening, it announced a bad news, impairment loss to the tune of about 6.5 million, if I remember correctly. Okay, I stand to be corrected. So this is really a shocker, because we never expect this to come from Frencken. From the rally, it looks like market is anticipating a good earnings, but suddenly this impairment loss came. But the company did mention that it is not going to affect the profitability for 2020, so it is still going to be profitable. Okay, but then because the share price gaps down with high volume, for me, I have profit in Frencken. I choose to lock in the profit and come back another day. Also, that is my game plan. I do not want to overstay the trend now. Got picture, got talk. If you are in the hardware zone, you know we always say got picture, got talk. And there you go. Frencken and Sembcorp Industry, I sold both, okay, because it breached my protective stop. I was riding the trend happily, and then it has to announce that bloody bad news. It has to announce that bloody bad news, so I have to get out of the stock. Okay, I don't know how the impairment loss will affect the earnings. Okay, but from the company, it said it will not. If you're not, market don't believe, continue to sell it, then I think I should respect the stock market. So therefore, I choose to get out first. So because of this, we need to re-establish the buyer in control setup in Frencken before we get back in again. But you asked me to get back in at 120s when I buy at 102 level, $1 level. It is a bit of uncomfortable, because this is human nature. If I bought it at a low, you ask me to sell and then buy at a high, really is a bit uncomfortable. So I need to see the buyer in control chart again, which is like that. Okay, long white candle, high volume surge, pullback with low volume. This is the setup that we all recognize that it is a bullish setup and prices should rally. Okay, prices should rally. So this is the one that I'm waiting for. So if it doesn't appear here, then I'm going to continue to wait for it. Okay. John Smith, the Discovery voucher exchange to casino chip. You can ask your MP your MP, see which district you are from, see whether can we change to casino chip or not. If can, let me know. Then we can change to casino chip. We pay the levy, never mind, we change it to the chips. Frencken. Okay, so that's all for Frencken. Currently, definitely because of the gap down is bearish. If we continue to sell off, abase. Okay, so I'm not going to get back in immediately. So let's see what other stocks. Sunpower. Okay, Sunpower I sold yesterday. Okay, Sunpower I sold yesterday. So this is Sunpower. Okay, it is quite similar to my Sembawang Corp industry, because why? It was trending up. Okay, I was riding the trend nicely. It starts to consolidate. I tell myself never mind. Okay, but since yesterday it started to break down this level with high volume, I choose to get out of the stock to lock in and profit. To protect my profit. Okay, profit in the stock riding trend is still not ours, only after you lock in the profit inside your pocket, then belong to us. Okay, so therefore always protect the profit. And the other reason why I lock in the profit is because on the weekly chart I can see twinkle twinkle little star. Okay, 2 shooting star at the weekly chart is enough warning to me that it is going to pull back. Now, pullback doesn't mean crash all the way to 50 cents. No, it's just that you got profit, you got profit. If you see bearish chart, you don't take, then when you're going to take the profit? Bear market comes. Correct or not? So know how to buy, must know how to sell. Okay, you make money not by buying stock. No. You make money by selling stock. Ngam. Okay, right? Hey guys, the view stuck at below 300. Can you help me achieve 300 tonight? There are 264 of you online, so everyone just share one time. Easily can double this number. So I hope to see 300 tonight. Now you may be wondering, why talk, why keep asking me to share? Because the Facebook algorithm, the more people share, right, it will make ChartNexus software Facebook page more obvious, and it will appear in a lot of people's Facebook. Or then we will get more and more people following us. So that is our objective. Okay, next stock. Citrin Chan. You a lot of stock already. Give other people a chance. Give other people a chance. Who else? Okay, I talk about sets. Although Kok Kyong Sia doesn't have that ranking, but because sets is a stock I am interested in and I've got story to share with you. Therefore, I want to talk about sets as well. Okay, now sets and SIA own self say that they are ready to help this region transport the vaccine. Okay, we have the capability to transport the vaccine. So far, no country approached them. Only they own self say, own self song. So therefore, I do not think we should, because of that reason, buy sets, thinking that, because it can help to transport the vaccine and can make money. The truth is, SIA is still not flying to pre-COVID level. So therefore, the revenue is still low. It is still burning cash. Okay, I think today there was an article talking about this, that they are burning up to, not burning, they have spent like 80% of the cash that they have raised the other time. Okay, so it is very obvious, so long world travel don't resume, airlines is still very dangerous. Now, SATS provide airport services. Okay, airport services. So if airlines are not flying, what services are we talking about? So therefore, their earning is going to be impacted. So if you want to trade these two stocks, which so far I have been avoiding, okay, I couldn't also understand why is there such a strong. Okay, let me take away my Fibo lines. Right here. Okay, so this rally is also caught me by surprise. Okay, but being a disciplined investor, I don't want to chase because I do not understand. Found vaccine only haven't fly yet so bullish but it keep flying up. Okay, like giving me a tight step every day. Piak, 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 piak. Okay, but finally it comes down. Okay, it shows that my painful experience of the yesteryears not wasted. Okay, those money lost last time not wasted. Okay, finally it come down, and it come down with high volume, my friends, high volume. So therefore, sets, I wouldn't want to touch it yet. Okay, even if technically there is a bounce and whatsoever, I sharing with you because I have walked the path before. So therefore, I want to share what I know with you. So hopefully, it can help you or it can you can use it to research and see whether it's true or not. So based on my experience, if I only use technical chart to trade a stock, the win rate will be 50-50. 有时赢有时输. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So very difficult to achieve the consistency. Consistency comes in when you add in these earnings, okay, into your stock selection, which means that you need to see the stock having very positive earnings. Then you choose the TA to time your entry into the stock as low as you can. Now, nobody can time the ultimate low, and nobody can time the ultimate high to sell. Also, as much as we can, we try our best to use technical analysis to time the purchase when we see buyers stepping back into the chart. Okay, on a good earning stock. Now, SETS, you cannot call it a good earning stock. You can see for yourself, it is in a decline because airport services, like I say. So therefore, this stock, I also want to, okay, I shouldn't be so stubborn. For now, I will avoid until really maybe some country like Brunei, hey, SETS, help me settle the vaccine, send over to Brunei or something like this, the news catalyst. Then maybe it's time to look at SETS. Right now, I wouldn't want to touch SETS and SIA yet, okay? It is in my watch list, but every day I just 走马看花啦，看看就好了，不要动。Okay, because you can see that there is no buyer in control kind of situation here, right? There's no buyer in control. You take a look at SETS, it's also the same thing. 哪里有 buyer? 没有嘛 right? If don't have, right, why we buy? If the buyers are not interested to buy SETS, why would we want to be hero and go and buy? Hey, everybody, 加油 292 already. Thank you very much for sharing, everybody. Thank you. I give you a clap. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, let's go. SBS Raymond Wee. Hey, nobody asked about CapitaLand tonight. Okay, SBS. Wow, today also tio whack. Okay, today tio whack I think should also attribute to the vaccine, the new strain of the vaccine. Let me see. How is the futures and the Europe market holding up? See, Europe market is still up, 1.2%. It is a big deal, to be up 1.2%, 1%. Okay, so therefore, yesterday selling may be overdone. US futures is also up. Okay, looks like if tonight everything soon, tomorrow all these stocks may have a chance to go back up. Okay, SBS Transit, again, based on the earnings, right, a lot of people are not traveling right now, so the earnings is a little bit weak, okay, a little bit weak, and you can see there are no buyer in control in this chart as well, so it is not a stock that I know how to trade. Now, usually if I see this little hammer with high volume, tomorrow when it's showing me a white candle, I want to see a high volume as well, to show me that buyers indeed step back into the chart, then perhaps it permits a buy. Otherwise, I will still wait for more obvious clue. Now, the weekly chart is sui. Weekly chart of SBS Transit is sui. Very nice. Why? You can see buyer, okay, and then after that, pull back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. But take a look at the volume. Can you see it's weaker volume on the pullback? So therefore, SBS Transit, we see, and oh dear, and when I when I zoom out this stock, okay, it is forming a legendary cup and handle formation, guys. This is what I call the legendary cup and handle pattern. It is a trend continuation pattern, okay. So therefore this cup handle is now forming. Okay, this cup handle is now forming. So when it breaks up with high volume, that is the cue to muscle SBS. Right, this is the weekly chart. Cup and handle found on the weekly chart for SBS. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Okay, now usually if I see a chart pattern happening on the bigger time frame at the weekly chart, daily chart is where you find a reasonable entry point. So the next few days, actually not say a lot of time left, only Wednesday and half day on 24th, which is Christmas Eve. So left 1.5 days. So maybe we have a chance to buy SBS to the next 1.5 days. Let me write this down in case I forget. No need to write down. got write down. Still got pencil and paper, man. I use my high-tech tool to chart Gini Plus. Let me show you. This is the daily chart, right? Okay, so if I scared I forget, yeah, these are the stocks that I'm tracking. These are all the stocks that I'm tracking. So if I scared I forget, I will just need to add an alert. Okay, let me see how to add this alert. Okay, I'm going to add a trend line alert. Trend line alert. Okay, and I'm going to connect like that. Like that. Okay, so tomorrow, if this SBS Transit alert expiry date, I think I put end of January 啦，不然等一下12月尾要忙着 correct the expiry date, very busy. There you go. You see my orange line? Now this alert is not in your standard UBKM platform, only in Chart Genie Plus, CG Plus, okay, and only available to my members. So this orange line, when SBS trade above and crack this orange line, I will receive an alert. This way, I will not miss another stock. Am I? So that is the using technology to help me remember to look at SBS Transit from tonight onwards. Okay, so let's continue. In case because I getting older in case I really forget, right, then I need to put a remark here. Okay, I put weekly chart, cup and handle, like that I will remember. Okay, waiting for the breakout. Wow, tonight at least got one go stock. Who is the one? SBS Transit. Let me see. Just now who asked about SBS Transit? 给你一个赞 brother, 给你一个赞. Good choice, good choice. Good choice. Okay, come, let me see what is the next stock. iFast 还没有讲咩? Sim, iFast, let's take a look. iFast. Now, iFast, okay, why this gap down? Everybody know because they failed to get the digital banking license. But the Hong Kong one, they partner, the Dikashing Sun is still in play. So we're waiting for the news to be out, whether they can get it or not. Based on the daily chart, okay, based on daily chart, you can see iFast currently is pulling back with lower volume, which is good because it has a white candle here with high volume. So it is setting up. Okay, it is setting up. The next rally of importance may be here soon. Okay, members will recognize this pattern, right? Members, you will recognize this pattern. Okay, this is the setup that we want to trade. So we will be alerted to this stock. Let me check. Manage alerts. This is iFast. iFast. 有没有 iFast? 有 iFast 有. Okay, so we are waiting for the alert volume greater than one particular level before we buy the stock. Okay, so let's check it out. The weekly chart of iFast, what is it saying? Now, this one we can ignore because this is the shocker, okay, where it didn't win the digital banking license. So last week, it went up. So far today, Monday, Tuesday, this week, it is down with little volume, black candle. So if it can reverse and go up white candle, it can start to do what? It can start to slowly, like a train, chaka, choo, go back to 360, 370 level. Okay. Now I did a pips projection for iFast before. Those of you who are here many weeks ago will remember, okay, I foresee that it may take up to 2 quarters, okay, because every quarter is positive, so it may take up to 2 quarters of 25% growth to go back to $4. Okay, can you see this? This is the last reported Q3, 22nd of October. It reported this set of earnings. Okay, before the digital banking license was awarded, this stock's PE was 60 over times. Okay, so after it lost the digital banking license, if it gaps down, so the PE also comes down. So now 46 times for a growth stock. I think 勉强可以接受 for a growth stock. Okay, so this is 25% growth of EPS. Next quarter, if next quarter it can meet 25% EPS, this stock cao can trade to $3.19. Okay, now those of you who are stuck at 380, okay, which means that you will need not Top Glove, iFast, sorry. Don't know why suddenly Top Glove, this name come into my mind. Okay, sorry. Let me repeat again. So it will need 1 quarter. Okay, if we meet 25%, 319 is the price target. If we can achieve 50% growth in EPS, it can achieve $4. So iFast may need to achieve 50% growth by next earnings, which is like January, in order for the stock to trade back up to $4. Now, 50%, 50 may be too much to ask from iFast. So therefore, if by January it achieves 25%, you will see the stock price trading about 320s. And then give it another quarter, another 25% growth, then we see $4. So total, I expect like worst case scenario, sorry, not worst case scenario, but I expect 2 quarters lah. If happen in 1 quarter, it will be good. Go back up to 360, 370. But if it takes 2 quarters, okay, then so be it. 2 quarters to go back up to this all-time high again. But it must achieve at least 20-25% EPS growth. So therefore, if you ask me, chart-wise, we can see that it is coming soon. The rally is coming soon. You can see the high volume, low volume, high volume, low volume. So when the rally comes, okay, that rally may take it to about 320, 330, thereabouts only, because at that price, it is pricing in a 25% EPS growth. That's all. Okay? So that is for iFast. Let's see. Nanofilm. Okay, Nanofilm, I did a study last week. Right, nice. Okay, last week we saw this shooting star, and indeed the price came down, which is good. Okay, no stock can go up all the way, so this stock comes down, which is good. Okay, now more importantly is it comes down with lower volume. That means the sellers are unable to take the stock lower. Okay, lower volume, so nobody interested to sell Nanofilm. See, can you see this? Nobody interested. Hey, actually this 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 1, 2, 3, 4 is the same. So you can see that nobody is interested to take down Nanofilm. So Nanofilm, if you ask me, I'm looking at it, looks like there are more upside to go. Okay, because it's an IPO stock, I do not have the fundamental data to do the price projection together with you tonight. Okay, IPO stock, IPO stock. So I do not have the information, the earnings EPS, okay, the earnings per share to do the price projection together with you. But if you take a look at the charts, okay, it's pulling back low volume. It is a good sign. Okay, maybe another leg up is coming for Nanofilm. But if you take a look at the weekly chart, be careful. There is this long upper shooting star last week. Okay, last week. So this week could possibly go down. But if it doesn't go down, now the thing is, if you see shooting star, right, you can feel fearful, but you do not be paralyzed, because shooting star it needs to come down in order to fulfill the prophecy of this shooting star. If it doesn't come down despite seeing a shooting star, it also means that this stock has got buyers. Okay, it is not coming down anymore. Then it will be better to look for the long side. Okay, Nanofilm. Oops, sorry. Nanofilm. Okay, so let me put it down on my paper again. Nanofilm. I have this bad habit of wanting to write down, but I forgot I got my advanced platform right here, right? Okay, Nanofilm, let's see. Let me go down to the hourly chart, because I am pretty sure there should be a downtrend. Oh, hourly chart, you could see. Now, if you look at the hourly chart, you can see for yourself, buyers are stepping into Nanofilm already. Can you see the high volume spike? 不用我讲多的，你看得到的，係咪？ Okay, so I just want to add a quick horizontal line alert so that I do not miss this stock. Let me choose a great price to add maybe here. Okay, this is not the line to buy, guys. This is not the line to buy. This is just a line for me to remember this stock, because when the market open at 9 to 10, I will start to go through my list of stocks here to see these stocks that I'm monitoring, any good opportunity or not. And if you cross this line, it will alert me to take a look at Nanofilm. Okay, so that is for you, the Nanofilm. right? Let's see what other stocks. ComfortDelGro. ComfortDelGro cả here SBS Transit is okay. They are transportation, so they have got this little problem over here where not a lot of people are traveling, a lot of people are working. Okay, so I shouldn't say that. It should be it hasn't go back to the pre-pandemic passenger load yet. Okay. And for ComfortDelGro, especially ComfortDelGro, what you are experiencing right here, swing up, pull back, up. This up cannot go back to the previous side and start to come down. This is in technical analysis what we call the failure swing pattern. Let's see, is there any cup and handle or not? tak ada, tak ada. 我差一点点. Okay, this is not the best. Okay, if it is a very nice like SBS Transit, if it is a very nice curl up, then it will be even more ideal. Okay, 不过 okay, if you are doing technical analysis, you're using chart formation, you have to understand the psychology of the pattern, okay, and not be too rigid in your application. So if I want to 勉强 forcefully see, right, you can see that it is also like a handle that is happening over the last few weeks. Tapi this volume is not low enough. It is low, it's at this level, then this is a very nice handle. Okay, so ComfortDelGro, although it has a failure swing, this failure swing, if it doesn't go down, right, okay, it can go up. 废话嘛, price don't go down, of course go up ma. Okay, cannot say that, cannot say that. Okay, what I mean is failure swing. Okay, if this failure swing fail, that means it's not coming down. Okay, there is a good chance to it will go up. So you can look at the upside. You can see again long lower tail today. So after 3 consecutive days, maybe check out all the contra players right here. It is time to go up. Yesterday, it was coming down with lower volume. It was still cantik. It was still nice until today because of the stupid UK strain, right? So, okay, what I think is so long this level don't break, 160 don't break, ComfortDelGro, to me, I will still hold it. 161 don't break. Okay, and hopefully don't come down. Okay, if it come down tomorrow with higher volume, then probably I will run for my life. Okay, based on the last financial statement, this is what I can share with you because I am a shareholder, so I read its financial statement. Singapore, Australia, China, business as usual. Only UK, because UK now locked down again, so the business in UK somehow will still be affected. And it received the help from our government. Okay, Heng Swee Keat offer some help to ComfortDelGro. Sorry, I shouldn't put it this way. Like that, very scandalous. It should be said that the government have some packages, right? Some relief packages for all the affected companies. So ComfortDelGro got applied for it, so they received the wage supplement or something like this. They help to offset their costs over the last quarter. Okay, so it was mentioned in the report, even without the relief packages, okay, ComfortDelGro will still report black ink. Will still report black ink. Black ink means that it is still profitable. Okay, so that is for ComfortDelGro. So based on the chart, okay, tomorrow indeed got chance to go higher. 161 should be the natural support. You need to see how it tests 161. Okay, hopefully don't test lah. Hopefully from 167 enough lah. But already squeeze us enough, can go back up, then no problem. Okay, so that is for ComfortDelGro. Remember, together with SBS Transit, it has a cup and handle look-alike. Okay, on the weekly charts. Next one. Ascendas REITs. Ascendas REITs. You trade Ascendas REITs Ascendas REITs. Who is that? Sui Tian Sim. Ascendas REIT, no need to trade one, this one is a good stock. I have been holding it for years, man. Okay, it always give dividend. You just hang on and ride the trend. 没有什么事情能够 pull it down one, I realize. Okay, let me show you. I have been its shareholder for a damn long time, since 2014. Where's 2014? 2014，在这边 ，OK， 2014. So even in 2018, when Jerome Powell threatened to see all this big dump, 250 all the way to it's still not very big. Here lah. See from 230 all the way to 220, it always will survive. So I think now is also the same. It can still survive. Okay, for Ascendas REIT. It is a REIT, so how should I put it? Based on the metrics, it is not in trouble. It is not a REIT in trouble. And so far, if you want to trade technically on REITs, not say cannot lah, but I don't usually do it. I usually take advantage of the low price, okay, because Ascendant REITs now, if you base on this price, the dividend yield is about 5% plus. So it is a good, if you have money, it is okay, sorry, I cannot say you. If I have money, okay, it is a good price to pick up Ascendant REITs for me to construct my dividend portfolio. Also, this is how I look at Ascendant REIT. If you are worried about can it break 288 and go down 250, even better, 250 maybe 6% yield. So it's all about yield for me when I look at the REITs. Okay, I have the winning 11. Okay, winning 11 means that these 11 stock in my portfolio, REITs and trust, are serving me very well, giving me consistent stream of dividend income year after year, even in COVID-19. Even in COVID-19. Okay, so to me, Ascendant REIT, I will not trade the breakout through 306 or whatever. It is just for me to, hold it for the long term. Okay, hold it for long term. Hope that explains. What is the good price to accumulate Ascendant REITs? Okay, to trade REITs, to build a dividend portfolio. Okay, once you married to REITs, once you get into Ascendant REIT, you need to have a long-term view. That means you are betting in the future of Singapore. Okay, you already stay here, so if Singapore 什么事情, you already affected. So by investing in Ascendant REITs, it has got a lot of industrial and industrial properties in Singapore, in Australia, and I think also India. Okay, so by having a long-term view, it is the yield that is important. Can it continue to pay you that dividend year after year, every quarter? So long it can continue to give you that yield, then when you get in, then you need to see your expected yield. So for me, usually I will go for 5 to 6%. 7% hard to get. 7% usually that risk is in some form of trouble. Okay, like Mapletree, North China, NAC. Mapletree NAC, because it has a shopping center in Hong Kong, and the shopping center cannot hood by the protester. So that part of the REIT is in trouble. Therefore, you can still get it at about 7% yield. Okay, but nobody know when that will recover, the shopping center. So therefore, you have the great price. So for Ascendant REITs, typically very difficult to see 5 to 6%. So now we are looking at 5 to 6%. So if you buy this 5% every year, you need to reinvest back so that your money can compound. So that is my view about Ascendant REITs. Now, not only Ascendant REIT, Mapletree Logistics also at a very attractive yield level. I think it's about 4.6% based on the last time, 190. The last time I add more logistic was when it was at 190. So at 190, it is 4.4, 4.6% yield. Okay, it is very difficult to get 5% for Mapletree Logistic Trust if you are interested in this trust. Okay, so you need to know that REITs that you are trading. Okay, and what is your target yield? 就係咁啦。I'm scrolling up to see what other stock is interesting and where to press alert. Floyd, you are a member, Floyd. Okay, if you're a member, it is right here. Okay, right here. This bell with a plus. 来，还有没有问题？来 ，Johan MRCB gone. They're not building the HSR in Singapore already. Leh. Oh, Malaysia stock tomorrow. Bursa stock tomorrow. Hey, banks are talking about banks. DBS today, quite a good closing, you know. DBS. Okay, I almost wanted to buy, but then I look at the return. And it is quite a heavy duty stock, $20 over stock. So I decided not to waste my bullet. Okay, you can see that it is inside this range for the most part of December, 24.90 to 25.75. Okay, so I was measuring the potential upside. If I were to buy at closing today, I only looking at a 2.7% upside, which is very small. Okay, which is very small. So I need to bet that it can break this to have meet, you know. So I do not have the confidence that it is able to crack above $26 and stay up. Okay, break into a powerful trend. Therefore, at 2.7% potential, I think we got better choices, like your SBS, your ComfortDelGro. So DBS, 看看就好. Okay, otherwise, if you don't really look at the percentage, you just focus on the range. You think that, okay, I buy $25, I sell at 25.80, 看 80 cents. Hey, how many lots can you buy? So it is not just 80 cents. It is like, if you put $10,000 in DBS, okay, let me do the mathematics. 10,000 divided by $25. So you can only buy 400 shares. So 400 shares times 0.68, you only make $272 there. You haven't even deduct the commission. So it's really very little, you know, to trade this range in DBS. Of course, you can say, hey, no lah, you contra tua ma. You don't intend to keep the share. But I don't contra. So that is why I don't like to trade small range. Okay, contra, you are like playing God, no? You are telling the stock that it must go up significantly within the next 3 days in order for you to get out with profit. So that is how contra player have to hope the stock listen to them. So I'm not a contra player. So that is not my cup of tea. So for DBS, though it closes very nicely, it is very limited upside. Okay, 2.7% to the next resistance. Therefore, I decided not to go for this puny profit. Highlight, Jen Tan say it very nicely. Not worth to buy 25. Too high, a bit too high. Right? 还有什么? Hey, all of you like Alan Liu, Alicia Yo, never help me share. Chris Ang, you share already. Your name beside got a sharer. Then only we can talk about your stock. This is the chat. This is the rule for this live. Tonight my angmo a bit broken. How easy or I think I speak something because people at YouTube was highlighting a new strain of the virus, you mean, so I could have said something otherwise. Okay, so I try to speak slower so that my English sound better. Jason Lim was asking me, do I use CFD? Jason Lim, I don't use CFD. I find the interest too high and the commission also not very low. So I use CCT, cash collateral account. Okay, that means put cash with the broker and you trade. They just deduct from the account, trust account. So I don't use CFD. For US market, I use Interactive Broker if you want to know. Interactive Broker lowest comms, $1 per trade. So cheap. Oh, sorry, $1 per 100 shares to be more exact. AEM cover already. Asim, cover already AEM. Okay, CapitaLand from Chris Ang. Okay, because I find CapitaLand quite bearish, so I want to share. Okay, CapitaLand 来了CapitaLand okay. There is no buyer in control code Belkin. It is showing you a lot of bearish candle with high volume. Okay, this stock CapitaLand. So therefore, I find this stock is quite bearish at the moment. Okay, it's going up with low volume, so consolidation must happen. Okay, in CapitaLand, it is almost very obvious that this stock really upside for now need to rest. Okay, is okay based on this pattern that we are looking at, climbing up with low volume. I think Sunpower also did the same thing, technically. Highlight. Why my memory not bad? going up with low volume. So it has to rest. Okay, so CapitaLand, maybe it is time to rest. Okay, so maybe you can start to consolidate here. Hey, right, you finally, you see your name above got one sharer ranking. Hong Kong Land, Floyd. Let's take a look at Hong Kong Land, okay, because I'm also looking at this stock. Also, I can share. Hong Kong Land starting to look bullish, but what I see, okay, what I see is bearish. Okay, let me show you. Okay, it is trying to form a double top. Scary, scary. Oh, double top. Of course, now it flew out of this double top, but do watch out. If it starts to break downwards, okay, so this will be a double top breakdown. Oh, it will be a double top breakdown. Like that. Eh, this is not double top right here. So have to be careful here. If I switch to the daily chart, okay, you can see over here there isn't any buyer in control except this bounce at the moment. Okay, I will say that the decline has completed. Okay, based on the small little black candle over here. Well, actually you are right. I shouldn't wear a bearish spec. Okay, you see, it is coming down with increasing volume. So sell until the blood also come out already. So this day, it comes with a low volume, with a long lower tail, this hammer pattern. Now, okay, the context is important. If this pattern, hammer pattern, comes at the end of a prolonged selling, this is more significant. And if it comes with lower volume, it is telling me that there are no more sellers left in this stock. Okay, no more seller left in this stock. And the next few candle, you can see that buyers try to step back in and immediately hit into selling, but it is able to trade higher on consistent volume. So as of now, I think Hong Kong Land can bounce. Okay, can bounce. If I flip to the weekly chart, you can see that last week is a very long black candle, which means selling. Last week, this candle is selling. Okay, so if this week it doesn't go down, it starts to consolidate, I think I think Hong Kong Land is just consolidating, waiting for the next movement of importance. If you check the fundamentals, I do not have the most confidence in Hong Kong Land, okay? Because some member was asking me about Hong Kong Land, so I took a look at the chart. But the fundamentals is not profitable. So not profitable, you ask me why will it go up, leh? You see on the way down, right? Before COVID already down, right? This stock. Let me see. Before COVID happened here. 2020. 2019 already start this downtrend. 2019 already start this downtrend. So before COVID-19, Hong Kong Land is already a downtrending stock. So it has, you can see why downtrending. Follow the earnings. Okay, follow the earnings. So I have very little incentive to want to trade this stock because of this reason. Okay, because of this reason. Okay. Yen lot. Wow, 金库没看 yen lot. Let's see, yen lot. Yen lot selling candle. The buying candle volume on the weekly chart, you can see it is not high. It's not significant enough to overcome the sellers on the weekly chart. Let's see the daily chart. Highlight, you see, upper shadow aplenty. So a lot of selling inside this stock as it starts to try to climb. So yen lot is still not bullish yet. Let's take a look at the earnings. There is a takeover rumor in yen lot, is it? I vaguely remember, vaguely. Okay, and there is a resistance here. Okay, there's a resistance here. So this reminds me of a lot of stocks that I have are stuck at the resistance. Okay, start resistance. So you have to factor in that 116 can clear bull. Okay, and the earnings of this yen lot doesn't look very convincing to me. Okay, so the whole property sector, I have my reservation of whether it can continue to rally or not. Eh, Simi Taiji, what Yi Hua say he need rest no time le, or he will What is that? Oh, US stock ah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I am already busy with Bursa and Singapore. I cannot guide US stocks. US stock, that means I will be working around the clock and die. Later die young. Let's see. Any other stock? Any other stock? Manulife REITs. Okay. Po Sia Sim. Manulife REITs. I just sold last week. Manulife. Now, why I sell? Because number one, US dollar is coming down. Okay. Number two, if you follow the news, you should have read that there are a lot of decentralizing going on in US. That means people are leaving New York, people are leaving California to go out and stay in other state in suburbs to work. So whether will they return back to the office building or not? Wow, this one I dare not risk. So therefore, I prefer to sell my Manulife REITs. Okay, it's giving 8% dividend for a reason that I said before. Okay, Manulife REITs currently 8%. Number one, US dollar declining. You buy this is in US dollar. Number two, people going back to the office is still a question mark. So therefore, I think office REITs, to me, I want to avoid. I want to buy more logistics REITs, data center REITs. Data center, there is DC Capital REITs, and also the other one is Mapletree Industrial. I prefer Mapletree Industrial. The whole Mapletree family group of REITs, I find very peaceful holding them over the last 6-7 years. All both IG keep going uptrend. The distribution per unit every year increase. So happy as a shareholder, except Mapletree NAC. Okay, except Mapletree NAC. The rest so far okay. Now Mapletree Commercial, okay, it has this rental waiver or something like this, but that is during this COVID-19 period. So next year, if it is no longer subjected to this, then maybe the dividend will recover even faster and higher. So therefore, trigger the dividend growth. Okay, so that is my take on this Manulife REIT. I prefer to go and buy Mapletree Logistics. Oh, this 8%, there's a reason one. Oh, but any whole kantao. The US dollar is declining, so be careful. Okay. Japfa by Teo again. Japfa. Now Japfa bullish, okay, but I will not want to buy at 90 cents because it's too high already. I needed to undergo a pullback like this. I need to undergo a pullback. Then I will have more confidence to buy the next setup. Okay, otherwise too high to buy. Operating income check pass, earnings per share check pass. This stock confirm is a good fundamental stock with good earnings growth. I also don't know why I never go and buy this stock. This is called ghost cover your eye. Keep missing this Jaffa. When it pull back, okay, I tell myself, wait. Okay, this is very good. You see, this pullback is actually very good. It's going up with high volume. Okay, pulling back with low volume. So all we need to do is to wait for the breakout to happen. And when it break out, bloody gap up. So I never pay attention to it and miss it totally. Okay, so this is what we call the ghost cover the eye. I was in PropNex instead. Okay, if you all have come here many times, you know this PropNex is a stock I keep talking about. It since it was 50 over cent. These are the two lines drawn when I first initiated my PropNex position. You see now it's really 80 cent stock. Okay, along the way, every quarter you will hear about this URA report that more and more resale transaction for private residential and also new launch sales getting better and better and better every month, keep increasing, and now even resale HDB is catching up. Okay, we saw like 72 $1 million transaction in HDB until Desmond Lee has to come out. We can call him desperately has to come out and say that, hey, you have to be careful about this $1 million HDB. Okay, because they don't want it to be they don't want those prime areas to be only for the rich, okay, and wealthy. So they are going to implement what we call cooling measures to temper down the price of these prime areas of HDB. So maybe we will not see 1 million HDB in prime areas anymore. Okay, So nobody know what is the rules going to change to, okay, but it may impact. But why am I talking about PropNex? Okay, PropNex is last time when we talk about property sector, if you want to trade the property sector in Singapore, your choice is always UOL, CapitaLand, City Development, Hovi, All Green, Wing Thai, SC Global, all these, all right? But now, this PropNex, since listed, right, it is a wonderful proxy to the Singapore property market. So if the property market is up, traditionally, we will look for like maybe Wilmar because it has this launch. Okay, we talk about UOL. UOL have a launch recently at Clavon, right, at Clementi. So you may want to track the Clavon sales to buy UOL for reporting the next quarter with better earnings because Clavon sells well. Okay, but no need anymore, you know. Now, whichever project, PropNex is involved, okay? Even resale market, HDB, PropNex is involved. So the proxy to the Singapore property market is PropNex. Be it the seller sell at profit or sell at loss, PropNex makes the commission, okay? Whether there are, and whether is it a profitable transaction or loss-making transaction, PropNex makes the commission. So it doesn't care. So long there is active, vibrant property market, transaction is high, PropNex will make money. As simple as that. And you can see from the chart, it keeps trending higher and higher and higher. And of course, I keep talking about it in this weekly webinar. So maybe more and more people are aware of this stock already. And you can see the earnings, cantik the earnings. Okay, so this will be a better play for the property, proxy to the property market in Singapore lah. Okay. Jaffa, I said previously, is a slow stock. Hai lah. Now I know I regret. 忏悔. Oh, if Jaffa can give me another chance, okay, I will definitely want to relook into it and really seriously find a good entry price into Jaffa. Hopefully, it will give me a chance. Paul, Comfort already covered, Paul. Comfort covered already. Okay, 无惊无险又到5点. So 10:27 p.m. now. Okay, you guess what is going to happen now? Can somebody guess? Can anybody guess what's going to happen now? 10:27 p.m. What's the next topic? (10:27 p.m. now. Can anybody make a guess? 蓝一天最喜欢就是你啦。对了 correct So after we talk about so many stocks, okay, it is now time to talk about something that I am interested to share with you. Hey, Lo, you very bad. Immediately go good night. Very naughty. Okay, US market. Okay, let's take a look at US market. So should be still good. Let me refresh my CNBC page. Europe is still up 1%. US futures rises slightly. Okay, let me see my interactive broker. Nanti, everybody, don't kanchong. Wait, give me one moment. Okay, I'm trying to read the. Oh yeah, it's only up slightly for the US futures. Okay, I think this new strain of virus is already over. That means the market already digested the news. So from now we should be trading carefully upwards. Okay, trading carefully upwards. So now I want to spend the next 15 minutes to talk to those of you who are interested to learn trading, okay, interested to make your extra money, okay, build your wealth from the stock market. Okay, those of you who have always been interested to learn trading, okay, now this is your chance. I am going to talk about my mentorship program. This fella over here is me lah. My name is Yi Hua. Okay, so I'm going to share with you what you will benefit from this training program. It is a very different program that you maybe first time hear about such a closely mentored group. Okay, so firstly, what do you get in this program? Okay, I'll just directly jump to what you get in the program. 3 tools to help you trade better. The first one is this mobile app premium features, and then you will get access to this Traders Club private group. Okay, and then you get all the software that I'm using tonight, the premium web-based software. Now, one by one, let me share with you the private invite group. Now, this is the private invite group right here. Okay, it's only by invitation. So I have broken it up into 2 sections, discussion and unit. So under units is where all the pre-recorded training videos are kept. Okay, so your job after you join me is to go in and view this video to learn. These are all video on demand. So the moment you join, you can go in and start to learn already. Now this Christmas, this holiday season, you are stuck at home. You cannot go holiday. So why not make the best use of this chance to learn this analysis, this stock selection techniques from me, and then we trade together for the next 3 months. Okay, 3 months program. So this is the first few videos from 1 to 1.3. We teach you how to use this software like this ESP Master. Okay, the stock screener is here. And then how do you do the fundamental analysis comparison? Okay, so this is all the tools that is at your disposal. And of course, members only, you can apply to have this CG Plus. Okay, and use it together with me to set the alerts so that you will not miss any more trading alerts. Right, so this is the first few video to teach you how to do all that. And I'm going to highlight the important videos. How to determine volume trigger. Now, this is the one that is key principle behind the technique. That means we are paying more attention to the trading volume than the share price itself. So when we buy a stock, we don't just buy because ComfortDelGro is trading 370. No, we look at the trading volume. If trading volume is high, the candle is white, that is our cue that it is time to muscle the stock, to buy the stock. Okay, so I call this the volume trigger. Now, advanced shooting star, how do you read a shooting star? Price action reading. And then if a stock, okay, if the whole stock market like now is coming down lower, so we also will have a strategy that is called a smarter way to buy low. Okay, strategy to support stocks near the support level. There are certain criteria to meet before we can buy a stock at support. So it will be described in this video. And next will be risk management. Okay, risk management, how many shares to buy? Okay, so this is a very important video. It is as important as the strategy itself. Okay, position sizing by percentage allocation so that you will not be burnt by the stock market. Very, very simple. Okay, all I need from you is, okay, you start from maybe 10K or 20K. Now, your job is to make at least 10% by the next 3 months. If within the next 3 months, you cannot make 10%, that means you're not ready to handle more money. Then you will need to continue with that $10,000 or $20,000 first until you are able to make money consistently. Then you are qualified to manage more of your own money. That is what I call position sizing by percentage allocation. Okay, now next, managing your portfolio. A lot of people know when to buy and how to buy, but not a lot of people willing to sell. Okay, so by managing your portfolio, this topic, I'm going to share with you how to identify, like for example, you got 10 stocks. How to identify which stocks to sell, which stocks to hold. Okay, to ride the trend. How to build your profit buffer. So all this will be explained inside this managing your portfolio videos. Okay, so these are the few important videos. Okay, also this sell rule explained. Know how to buy, must know how to sell. Sell rule explained. So you can see today I sold my 2 stock, 3 stock. This week I sold 3 stock. We were riding the trend of these 3 stocks, so I decided that it has breached my protective stop, so I need to protect my profit, lock in the profit for these 3 stocks. Okay, so this is the videos. Sorry, and then you have the daily discussion. So this is a program where we are going to trade together as a community. We talk, eat, sleep stocks together. So every day I will open up a general stock discussion chat. Okay, like this is for today. And this is where we will communicate and talk about the market news, any stocks, okay, discussion will all happen here. And this is the weekly webinar training that I will conduct for the Traders Club. Okay, so it is always happening on a Monday. Okay, Monday night 8 p.m. I'll come online, and this is only available to the members. Okay, we'll discuss technical trading levels. Okay, the volume, how to identify volume, the price, protective stop set at what price level. So all these more intimate details will be discussed in the weekly members only meeting. Okay, so that is the value of this private invite group, a very conducive environment for you to learn trading. Now, next is the communicator alert. So for those of you who are busy with your work that you cannot glue your eyes to the screen, this is something that it will benefit you because it is installed into your mobile phone. And these are the stocks that we are paying attention to. So when it trigger and meet our requirement, right? You will receive a broadcast from the alert master to take a look at the stock because they are meeting the requirements. So you will learn what does it mean, like when Sunpower trading volume is the VT level. So you will open up the Sunpower chart and then you look at the candle. Is this a time to buy or is this a time to sell or do nothing? Okay, so this system will alert you. This broadcast will alert you to the stock. So if you don't receive any alert, that means the market is very quiet. Then you just continue to do your work until you receive an alert. Then you pay attention, and then I will also inform you if any trading action taken by me. Like for example, 7 hours ago, Sembcorp Industry locked in profit. So this is for me, locked in profit. That means I have really locked in my profit for Sembcorp Industry as per discussed last night with the member. When will I want to sell my Sembcorp Industry? And then early in the morning, I sold Frencken. So I'm going to get out of Frencken today. Okay, notice I didn't specifically mention the price. Okay, all I can provide is the general guide that what I am doing. Okay, what I'm doing. Then you can use it as a learning experience that, oh, so Frencken, as per discussed last night, Sembcorp discussed last night, this is the price level, he is getting out, Yihua is getting out. So that is what this value of this broadcast can provide to you, right? And AEM sold half yesterday. And also one more, Sunpower, breach my protective stop. So I get out. So for me, I will sell by today. Okay, I'm missing the word sell, typo error, sell by today. So this broadcast system will enable you to follow the stock market even though you are busy with your work. Okay, so that you will not miss any of the stocks that we are following. Okay, and the next one will be the software. Okay, so all the software, as you can see, this ESP master will be yours. Okay, during the course of the program, you can use this, and then you have access to this as well, the pips. Okay, how to calculate? Where's my pips? So this is something that you have access to find out the health check of a company. Okay, so all these tools will be yours. Okay, to use during the training. So we are one of the most experienced education provider in the market since 14 plus years. Okay, 14 plus years, and we provide this charting tool to the 6 brokers that you see here in this region. So ChartNexus is not only an educational company in terms of trading. We are our own software developer, and we provide our software to the industry, 6 brokers for the last 14 years, 15 years. Okay, so these are the happier times when everybody don't have to wear masks. And this is my tagline. 买股票可以输钱，但不能输掉信心。Okay, 但不能输掉信心。Money can always make back if you know how to. Right, so these are the testimonial from all my members who kind enough to give me their kind words. Okay, so you want to see more, you can click view more testimonials. Then this page will open up. Okay, when this page open up, you can come in and take a look at these 38 comments over here. Okay, so you can see Roy Liu, Yihua has been in the trading arena for many years, so his experience really shines in this course. Okay, like I guide the members into this portfolio management, how I sell some, hold some stock, okay, get out at break even, and so on. So every step I take, I keep the member informed so that they can see real life how I do it. Okay, so Perry E, you truly get a lot more than you pay. Proper method and strategy, which I feel is the best. The cost you pay, worth everybody. The guru that teach you how to fish instead of giving you the fish directly. So this is variable and you apply throughout your trading journey. So there are a lot more. Okay, so I encourage you to come and take a look and see if I can help these members. Can I help you? Okay, so these are the testimonial. So my method is focused on earnings mostly. Okay, mostly. So therefore, every quarter there will be an earnings season in the Singapore exchange. Okay, so we are next one will be in February. So from now to February, notice right at the beginning, I tell you between December and January there will be a market low. So that is the low to pick up stocks in anticipation of a good earnings. Okay, in February. So that is the one that the stocks will rally towards the earnings dates. And before the earnings is out, if there's any sell candles that we spot, need to get out of the stock because it may encounter sell on news or sell on confirmation. So these are the techniques that we discuss along the way in the program. Okay, so we are 40 days away to the next earnings season. So from now, the next 40 days, it is time to pick up stocks. So this is the program details again. Start your trading journey together with us. And these are the new price packages. Okay, your new investment packages. So for those of you who are interested to try, okay, 90 days of mentorship program to try, okay, 301. Okay, for 90-day subscription. And those of you who want to save more, okay, that means you pay 903 for 1 year of mentorship program with me. So you will save $301 in this 1 year package. Okay, if you are just starting out and not sure if this is for you, you can come ahead. You can not come ahead. You can come along and try the 90 days. So for those of you who are sure, hey, okay, 1 year can save more money, you sign up 1 year right here. All right, so me and my assistant will be around to answer your question with regards to this training program. If you have any questions, feel free, okay, to ask your question under the comments field. We will still be around. Right? Anybody want to draw the first blood? Okay, if you don't have question, I have question for you. One of the most popular questions that participants always ask is, what will happen at the end of the subscription? Now, you see, this mentorship program is for you to trade alongside the community and me. Okay, therefore, the market is dynamic. It is ever changing. So different period, different strategy, different types of stocks. So therefore, I kept it as a subscription base. So long you need my help, okay, you just continue the subscription. But if you master the technique already within the subscription period and you feel that, hey, actually you can do it by yourself already, then you can stop the subscription. So this is how we design the program. Because the subscription comes with this software as well, okay, as well as the daily discussion and the communicator broadcast the trades to you, with the trading ideas to you. Therefore, it is a 3-month and 1 year subscription based program. Now, are you able to get the software only? Currently, we do not have that model yet. We only have this mentorship program that comes with the software. Jason Lim, just joined 2 weeks, haven't got a chance to learn yet. Oh, you joined already? Then you haven't started yet? Oh, then okay, after you sign up, you will receive a welcome email. So inside this welcome email, you will have all the steps to get access to the software, to the mobile app, okay, to the Facebook group. So you must follow that email. Paul, after 90 days 301, if say I'm happy with it, can I still available for 901 for a year? Of course, yes, you can. Okay, so after 90 days, if you are happy, then you can continue to renew for the 1 year instead of the 3 month, 3 month, 3 month. Okay, so you can opt for the 1 year renewal at the end of your first 90 days with us. Jotio, yes, after you sign for 90 days, you can change to 365 days top up. Also can. So long before it expire, you want to top up to 365 days. I think that is a very smart move. Okay, you can do it that way as well. So for those existing members, this 1 year program, this 1 year package is what you asked for. So therefore, this is the package that you can renew to. Okay, when you are about to expire. Lilian, I signed up 2 weeks ago, but so far have yet to get any alerts from you. Hey, Lilian, you must follow the welcome email, inside, install the communicator so that you will receive this broadcast. 哎呦，不要浪费哦 sign up already, never use for 2 weeks, 怎么搞错啊？哦 so you will receive this broadcast, Lilian. You receive the welcome email, right? So you must follow the welcome email inside the content, okay, to get all these software services. Hey, we have the WhatsApp assistant. Can you send Lillian and let me see, Jason, the WhatsApp number to Marion so that Marion can assist them to quickly get started? Yep, the broadcast is in the ChatNexus Communicator app. You need to install that. Okay, then you will receive. Maybe tomorrow I will do another broadcast to the group and see who else haven't set up the Communicator app yet. Then you all can set it up. Because from now to January, there will definitely be a market low. Po Chi Ming, can it be extended on a quarterly basis? Can, of course can, of course can. Okay, and this UOB Kay Hian Chart Genie project, right? This CG Plus software, it is by application basis, yeah. So you must apply for it, okay, through us. The procedure to apply is right here, okay. The first announcement over here. So once you get access to the group, make sure you come in here. Paul, PMU tomorrow, I think it will be easier for you to get our WhatsApp number and WhatsApp us, Paul. Because usually second day, our assistant is going to be overwhelmed by the what you call that, by the messages. Okay, usually it happen like this. After the night's webinar, next day they will be overwhelmed by the messages, so they will take some time to respond, and therefore yeah, it will be better if you leave a message with us at the WhatsApp number so my assistant can go through the list and make sure no one is left behind. Jotio, is there a preferred broker to use? I wouldn't say it's a preferred broker, but if you want to use this platform, it is with UOB Kay Hian, then you need to have an account with UOB Kay Hian to access this platform through ChatNexus. Okay, through ChatNexus. Okay, Jason, please drop a message to Marion. I can see that you are you already inside our Facebook group. Okay, you're already inside our Facebook group, so all you need is to install the ChartNexus app. You should be able to receive already. If you're using Android or iOS, just go to the Play Store, go to the App Store and install. Search for ChartNexus charting software. Okay, the handphone alert is very simple one, you just need to install the app, then you will receive already. Okay, all of you are already members, so your membership already tagged to the broadcast. Right, anyone else with questions on the program? We are here to answer your question, okay? We also have our WhatsApp number pinned up and the link to the subscription pinned up here in the comments field on Facebook and also in the YouTube. So you can click on the link to go and find out more about our program and also our WhatsApp number to contact us. 不要错过哦。Okay, Nasdaq is still up, very bullish, very bullish. So I think tomorrow should be no problem for our stocks. So yesterday and today is just 虚惊一场啦，I think 虚惊一场。没事没事。Okay, so I think no more question. I see the number of viewers dwindling down. So thank you tonight for your participation. I hope to see you next Wednesday. We are just a little bit shy of 300. Hopefully you can bring more friends back next week and last week of the year. So maybe we can do something special in the weekly webinar and see if you can find even better stock. Maybe I can take out one strategy to share with you. Okay, so good night, everybody, and hope to see you next week again. Right, bye-bye. If you got any question, remember WhatsApp us or click on the link to register. Okay, bye.